Good afternoon, students. Today we will start with class 12 arts syllabus, education, and today's first topic is learning. So as we go through the chapter, as I have told you, learning is the first topic. First we will discuss about its definition and its nature, means what is learning and what is its nature. After that we will discuss about the characteristics, different types of learning, and finally what is the educational importance of learning. Now, as I have told you, the first topic is definition. Now you tell me, what do you understand by learning? Learning means what you learn, what you are learning, isn't it? So learning is not only a single activity, but it is affecting your behavior. How you are, through learning and through different type of behaving, you are bringing different type of changes in your behavior. So learning is bringing a modification in your behavior. You are experiencing, you are gaining knowledge, and you are changing, you are bringing change to your attitude. So what is learning or define learning? It can come for only 2 or 3 marks, or maybe for 1 marks also. So if you for 2 or 1 marks, if you write 2 points or 2 definitions, it is sufficient, it is more than enough. So let's discuss the definition of learning. See, H.P. Smith, learning is the acquisition of new behavior. Now see, when you are behaving, you saw suddenly that the way you behave was not correct. So you are, through experience, you are bringing modifiable change in your behavior, and that is becoming a good decision for you when you are bringing some behavior. So through learning you are bringing new behavior. Next, AEP, learning is a change in the individual following upon the change in the environment. So it is another aspect of learning. See, when you are behaving in a different way, your surrounding is also changing and it is affecting you. Vice versa, when the surrounding is changing, you are changing yourself according to the change of the environment. So it is a give and take relation. When you are giving something to your environment is returning, and when your environment is giving you some other feedback, you are reacting in the way. So these two are interconnected, means when you are changing, your behavior change is affecting the environment, and if environmental change occurs, it is affecting you and your individuality. Next point, J.F. Trevor, learning is a process that results in the modification of behavior. The same, more or less same what we have discussed in the first part, first definition, the same is discussed, means you are bringing some modification of behavior, and with the modification of behavior, your environment and your surrounding is changing, and that is also affecting you in a positive way. So if we go through the book, you will see more definitions are there. Any 2 or 3 definition is sufficient for 2 or 3 marks. So next we will discuss about the nature of learning. Next we will discuss about nature of learning. Now, nature of learning means what is the nature of the particular process. Now, first and foremost thing, if we discuss nature of learning, what we will see, that it is bringing modification to behavior, so as I have discussed, suppose you are in hurry and you are running on the road, and suddenly a bus appears in front of you, and you stopped, and by God's grace there was no accident, And so what you have changed, what you have thought after the experience, that yes, next time onwards I will not run on the road. So you are modifying your behavior, you are changing your behavior through experience. This is number one. Number two, see, number two is change in environment. Now, as you are affected by the on the road, the bus driver who was riding in a rush, he was also affected, and the surrounding, the environment on the road, the totally scenario was changed, because the way you have behaved, the entire surroundings has been affected. So change in environment occurs. So when there is change in your behavior, when you are learning something, it will affect the environment. Means, suppose in a situation you have behaved in a wrong way, and you saw that the way you have behaved, later on you thought that way you have behaved was not correct. So if you bring some change and modification to your behavior, next time in the same situation, if you behave in a different way, the situation or the environment is going to change. Number three, it also motivates individual. Now what is that? Motivating individual means what? Suppose during your exam time, what happens? You are rushed in your studies, you have to finish your syllabus, so there's a continuous motivation behind you that you have to study and you have to score well marks, isn't it? And there's a motivation, not only getting marks, if your result will come good, then you will only feel good, isn't it? So there's a positive motivation which is being constantly encouraging you to learn. So when there is a motivation, the learnings becomes better. So you are being motivated by being an individual, you are being motivated through learning. Next point, acquisition of new habit. Now, what example I can give? See, in children we have seen they are having a bad habit of not brushing properly, and when there will be cavity, what will happen? They will they have to visit to the doctor, and what will happen? They will have to suffer a pain, and thus what is happening? They will think they are small, and they will think that yes, from the next time onwards we will brush properly. And like that, different types of bad habits in adults are also there. So if you get some negative feedback or negative result from that, then what will happen? New learning or new experience or new modified behavior will help you to get or to adjust with a new habit. So you will omit your old bad habit and you will gain a new better habit. Next point. Next point, overcoming obstacles. Now see, what are obstacles? Obstacles means barrier. Now suppose you are trying to learn a chapter. Now see, you are seeing many times you have gone through the chapter, but you are unable to by heart. So what we do, we used to make it in separate paragraph. It is called whole versus part method. Means when the whole method is becoming unsuccessful, we are breaking it into 3 or 4 different parts, and it will help you to by heart. So when you are learning something, when you are trying to acquire a new habit, it is better that you have to overcome the obstacles. So if you acquire a new habit of learning, it will help you to overcome the obstacles. Means learning or a new behavior is helping you to overcome obstacles. Next point. Readjusting of behavior. Now see, whenever we behave, sometimes happens that without judging we used to react, and afterwards we repent for our behavior. Maybe that is our mistake, but when you understand it, you are experiencing one situation, from the further time, from the next time, you are going to behave in a different way, and that will help you to readjust with your behavior. Means the way you have behaved previously, it is also coming from you, and the new way or a better version what you are showing to the others is also a part of behavior, but that is a new one, and that is helping you to overcome the obstacles, and you are gaining something new experience. Next is adapting others. See, as we are social being a part of the society, we cannot ever avoid others and their opinions and their will. So when we are working in a group way or in a group form, we have to judge, and we have to adjust, and we have to re-understand, reconsider others' opinion. So when you are learning, it is helping you to adapt others and their opinion. So these are all about the nature of learning. So 5 to 6 points is sufficient if you write the point I have given you, and you will write a little bit details of it, and if you have problem later on you show it to me. And next day we are going to start with the characteristics and different types of learning. That is all for today. Thank you.